Let's get our minds right first, then we can start to go into the details of what we're gonna eat. Ja Rastafaro. Blessings of wholeness, family. Welcome back to my channel. It's always a pleasure to tune in with y'all. Today we got a quick one, but an important one. How do you find the best diet for you? Like, I made a video not too long ago about how we're all so unique and we need to eat according to our ancestry. We need to eat according to ourselves. There's no perfect diet really. But today I got the answer for you. I know the perfect diet, but y'all ain't gonna like the answer. The perfect diet for you is the one that you love. It's the one that makes you feel good. It's the one that makes you feel amazing, right? Because when we look at something that's called the placebo effect, is when they do these medical trials, when they do these studies, placebo is when you give someone a sugar pill, they perform as well, if not better, than the people who are giving the actual pharmaceutical drugs. And that means our mind has the ability to produce the same result as this chemical does in our body. So what does that mean? We got to place more of an importance on our mind and what we're doing and how we feel about what we're doing. It's more important than what we're actually eating. Right? This is so important. I don't want y'all to move past this and, oh, what's the food? What should I eat though? You must love what you eat. You must look at what you eat with gratitude. You must be appreciative of what you eat. And that means that even if you're not exactly where you want to be with your diet, nah, we're not diet, we're live eat. With your live eat, you must still give thanks for the plate that's on your table. We got to learn to give thanks even when we're not perfect where we want to be, because at gratitude, that giving thanks is going to help us along on that process. So make sure you're giving thanks and you have gratitude for whatever you have on your plate right now. And as we're moving forward to figure out what's the best way for us to eat, number one is we got to tune into self. We got to start to get this knowledge of self, this self-love, this self-care, and tune into what we want. Because once we start to love self and once we start to realize that the most important thing is how we feel, then we're going to start to love the foods that make us feel the best, right? So once we feel good about a food, then we're going to want to eat it more because, oh, I'm feeling amazing off of this. And if I'm the most important thing in my reality, I need to feel the best. And this food is going to help me get there. Say no more. I'm adding more of that into the way I eat. And it's just so important. And for me, what that looked like is I knew avocados were good for me. And I knew coconut was good for me. I knew olives were good for me. But back then, back before I even cared about what I was putting into my body, I thought these things were disgusting. I thought they were gross. But once I looked at them and I'm like, give thanks for this coconut. Give thanks for this avocado. And I started to appreciate what it was doing for my body. I love avocado now. I love coconut. So what we are having to do is we got to start to develop a taste for life. Let that sit. We got to develop a taste for life because there is no way that a good food can taste bad, right? There's no way that a good food can taste bad. And there's no such thing as junk food, right? Food is medicine, right? So if we have a good food that tastes bad, we need to redevelop our taste for life because we don't have a taste for life so we can sustain our life. We have a taste for what they say should taste good or what they think we should eat. So we need to start to develop a taste for life and realize that what makes us feel good is what we gotta eat. And that little barrier of taste is something that we're going to be able to get past. But we just need to approach it with that gratitude, approach it with that love, and then we're gonna start to see that, this food that I used to not like is now my favorite food. And it's gonna change your world. It's gonna change everything. And with regards to that, like what's the actual way to eat? Eat according to your ancestors, right? There's wherever you came from, like I'm coming from African descent, so I should eat. And I found personally that when I eat more according to my African ancestry, I feel better. So what did they eat back then? You know, we ate a lot of grains. We had a lot of fruits, a lot of veggies, very little meat. And when you look at it, as Africans, we're able to utilize and to produce or to make the most out of a high carbohydrate diet. So this whole ketogenic diet thing is not for us, right? It's not for me. And you know, you could even get a DNA test if you want to kind of geek out, nerd out, and to really see what your genetics is telling you. Because I got a DNA test last year and my genetics is basically telling me, yo, dude, you're African. Eat the way the Africans do, right? So you could go down that step, or you could just tune into self, tune into your history, and realize that we need to eat according to our ancestors. And realizing that we have been mixed along the way. Like they say, like 25% of Africans in America are mixed with indigenous or white people. So that means we're gonna have to adjust a little bit, but basically we must eat according to our ancestors, and we must tune into self, and we must tune into what makes us feel the best. We must recognize the power of our mind and, you know, not get caught up in this whole list, not get caught up in what he says or she says, and we got to get caught up in the I. What does the I say? I and I know, so we got to trust I. We got to trust the self. And once we do that, I guarantee you all, once we start to approach the way we eat with a little bit more intention, with a little bit more love of I'm doing this for myself. I'm not eating for nobody else. I'm doing this for myself. Then we're going to start to maximize how the food is in our body. We're going to start to eat in a way that just takes us to the next level. And we're going to start to eat in harmony with how we're living. Because let's be real, a lot of us are not eating in harmony with our lifestyle. So we're eating in a way that goes against our beliefs. And once we have this kind of friction in our life, we're going to be out of harmony, and we're going to have we're not going to feel good, right? So we need to have all of our actions in line with our beliefs. This is so important, so key. And this is just about taking those little steps day by day and being grateful for every step that we're at to get it so what we're doing on the daily, our actions are in line with our beliefs. And that's going to make it so we be living, as Priest Kailash would say, we are not believers, we are be living. We be and we live. We live that thing that we want to be. We're not just chatting off the mouth. So that's so important, y'all. Just wanted to give a quick tune in, check in with y'all. And I'm going to be doing a series of different videos on this. I'm going to go into my DNA test with y'all so y'all can get to see like the actual specifics about, you know, it's so comprehensive. So I'll share that with y'all. I'm going to go into this ancestral eating and show about how I'm going to go from the African perspective, because that's where I'm coming from. So I'm going to show how we developed as Africans over time and how that is affecting us and how we eat now. We aren't soul food eaters. Get rid of that soul food. Get rid of that slave food, y'all. We move into the next level. We gotta tune in. It's time to tune in, y'all. So next couple of videos are gonna be about that. And also, we got a big shipment of herbs coming in. So soon enough, y'all are gonna be able to tune into that Irish sea moss, wildcrafted, straight from St. Lucia. We're gonna have the Honorable Priest Kailash full detoxes available, and that's gonna be straight from my website. So I'm taking great pride and honor to be able to offer you guys this level of healing, because this is something that I always wanted to have for myself. And now that I am connected, I want to share with y'all. So you don't have to worry no more about getting some janky sea moss. Y'all told me about some of your sea moss stories and how you got some plastic in your sea moss. You got some other horrible things in your sea moss. Don't you worry about that. I got you covered. So we're going to be doing that. It's actually stuck at customs right now, but it's all blessed. You know, we giving thanks, and, you know, we know customs is going to release it for us so we can spread that healing to the people. But we definitely do give thanks And I'm looking forward to this next batch of videos, looking forward to connecting with y'all, looking forward to seeing how we all develop and expand together. It's such a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful to be tuned in with y'all. And you know, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with someone who is like kind of needing that little push they're kind of confused in how they're eating. Maybe they're having a bad relationship with food. Send them this video and let them know that the most important thing is how you feel. What's your mindset? So they don't have to get frustrated if they're having a hard time transitioning. All right, let's get our minds right first. Then we can start to go into the details of what we're gonna eat. All right, y'all, so much love. I give thanks daily for y'all. And remember, you are the most important one in your reality. Ja Rastafaro.